Mycotoxins are a serious threat for animal well-being, and therefore it is important to test feed materials. But how does it work? How do you test for mycotoxins in feed? That is what we're going to find out today. I'm here at Eurofins in the Netherlands, where we meet up with Evie den Bekker, account manager, and Jaco de Koning, head of R&D. They will tell us more about how to test on mycotoxins.
We are at our sample registration area right now, where we receive all the samples for mycotoxin testing.
And what kind of samples are we talking about? What kind of materials?
It depends, mainly raw materials, but it can be wheat or corn or anything in between. Well, we receive most samples from smaller to larger feed companies who are internationally active and also in the harbor of Rotterdam. When we receive the samples, we register them, label them and prep them. After that, the samples go up to the lab and we start analysis.
So we are here now in the lab. I think the next step is to prepare the sample before the analysis. So how does that work?
So yeah, we received the sample from the registration. We put a sticker on it. We try to homogenize it, and then we take the sample to a balance. We weigh it. We put it in a sample tube. The sample tube, we add some solvents to extract the mycotoxin from the sample into the liquid. This is a very tricky part, so every sample has some specific solvents needed. And when the
difference per type of mycotoxin, type of test?
Yeah, so depending on the matrix, on the mycotoxin, we have several extraction methods to have the most optimum extraction of the mycotoxins, yes.
Okay, and that's depending on the customer's...
Well, it's not depending on the customer, it's really depending on the matrix and the requested mycotoxin. So every matrix can have a different mycotoxin, and so yeah.
Okay.
We have very specific methods for that.
Okay, so you go from a really large bulk of grains to a really small...
Yeah, so we go from one big boat of maize to a small sample vial with 2 milliliters of liquid, and that we put in an LC-MS system for analysis. So yeah, it's a big step from a really large quantity to a really small quantity, yes. And that's also the biggest challenge to have that process under control.
And can you name a couple of mycotoxins that you test often?
Yes, of course. So on a daily basis we do aflatoxins, ochratoxins, zearalenol, fumonisin, deoxynivalenol. That are the most common mycotoxins we are analyzing every day.
Okay.
And normally between 200 or 300 samples a day. Some rush, some not rush, really depending on the customer and the request.
Okay, can you explain what is happening here?
Yeah, so all samples have a specific barcode and number, and a small part of the sample is taken into measurement. So she's placing it in a 50 milliliter sample tube. Yes, and now it's ready for the next step in the process, the extraction.
Okay. So we've seen all the steps now, from the sampling to the results, but how long does it take for a customer to get the results?
Well, usually we report within 24 hours. However, we also have customers that need quicker results with rush because they are waiting, for example, for a release of their product. In that case, we report within 8 hours.